It's been a very public and ongoing debate. Will body-worn cameras in the Toronto police force make a difference? The public has been asking for accountability, and while police say this isn't the only answer, they do say it's a step in the right direction. Today, police unveiled the $34 million project, and we got to test them out. For you to have it as a part of your uniform, do you feel a little bit different wearing it? Like there's a little bit more accountability?
Personally, I don't feel much different with it because we were wearing the mic packs before, and I try to treat every call the same whether I have it or without it. But I do believe it's, like I mentioned, a step in the right direction for both the public and police transparency.
Police Constable Anthony Orth is part of 23 Division. Starting now, he will be required to wear a body camera while on shift. Over the past few weeks and months, there have been growing calls for greater transparency and even defunding the police in light of multiple controversial deaths following interactions with officers.
Cameras allow for increased accountability because they are objective. They record what is happening in the moment on both sides. And this allows us to see what an officer is going through, which will allow for increased accountability.
I'm wearing the body-worn camera right now. Can you tell me how it works?
It's in a buffering mode, so it is recording, but with no audio. So it'll only stamp down that 30-second buffer as soon as you start recording. And you can start recording by double tapping your camera, but there is what we call a triad LED where it's flashing, and this lets every citizen know that they're being recorded.
Police will be required to turn it on before they arrive at a call, but there are exceptions.
The governance is extensive because there are a lot of situations where it is appropriate to turn a camera off. Think about when you're dealing with a victim. Sometimes we show up to calls and people are partially naked. Sometimes people don't want to be filmed.
Problematic, according to activist Desmond Cole.
The police don't want accountability, so of course they're not going to seek accountability with cameras that they control, with footage that they own. This proposal is not for the public. It's for the police to say that they did something so that they can keep harming us and getting away with it.
And we've built into our governance that if you turn a camera off when you shouldn't have, an officer will lose an automatic penalty of 1 day as a minimum standard. If they're a supervisor, it's a minimum of 2 days.
Not good enough, says Cole, who also feels those millions could have been spent in a better way.
We could use that $34 million in countless ways, and we could go directly to the communities that are being affected every day by police brutality and bad policy.
Mayor John Tory says the body cameras are a smart investment.
Not only will they provide that accountability and transparency, but they will also pay for themselves in the context of having more efficient policing in the context both of how the complaints process works, because you will now have a video record, but also in terms of just all the note-taking and whatnot that goes on, which will be made better by a video record.
Right now, only officers in the 23 Division will be wearing the body-worn cameras, but Toronto police say by next year in the fall, all 2,350 frontline police officers will be wearing them as well. In Etobicoke, Maleeha Sheikh, City News.